Hey everybody, welcome to the second episode of So You Want a Ghost Hunt,
How to be a
uh,
ghost hunter.
or whatever, how to be, you know what I mean. Um, so today we're going to be talking about spirit boxes and just different devices and how to get into them and stuff like that.
Um, we did the K2 meter last week, didn't we? So, you carry on. I'll just go and get one of the devices from my kitchen.
Yeah, okay, so if y'all don't know, Steve builds these devices. Not all of them, but you know. So today we're going to be talking about the spirit boxes and just different devices and how to get into them. I'm going to mute you, Steve. Like that. I'm going to mute you. You're echoing. Okay, there you are.
Did we last week, didn't we? Oh,
oh no, you're still echoing. Okay.
You carry on. I'll just go and get one of the devices from my kitchen. Turn that down. Right.
Okay.
So, as Travis is messing around with an old an old Father Christmas, what he's just ripped to pieces, I'm gonna go ahead and explain one or two things.
I killed Santa.
Okay, we're going to explain a couple of bits about devices. Sorry you can't see me, so the camera fell down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to explain one or two things about some different devices, and then we're going to go on about the main thing, you know, what a ghost is, what a spirit is, what a manifestation is, and all that kind of stuff.
Where's your hair?
I chopped it off. I got the lawnmower. That's probably what broke the lawnmower. I stole your lawnmower through the internet.
Yeah, that's what it hit. Oh my god. Okay.
Yes, guys, I had another haircut. I have it cut once every couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, you know, because my hair grows like really fast. Anyway, so one piece of equipment I do like using is a REM pod, which is one of these. I'm going to turn my light on so you can actually see what's going on. And if I can find the other one. So I'm going to run down about 3 or 4 different devices that you could use on ghost hunting. As I say, this is a REM pod. They ran about £80–90 on eBay. What you do, this one's kind of more sensitive because the antenna broke, and I've had to just like hot glued the antenna on. But what happens, you turn it on. And that's what happens when a spirit goes near it.
Or your cat.
So sensitive. You should be doing that. I can't put it on the bed because the cat's here. It's because I'm touching it. But just a quick general idea, that's what happens when a spirit goes near it. It'll turn on, flash, then all the lights will go off, and then once a spirit comes towards it, when the actual spirit breaks the actual barrier which the antenna's providing around the actual whole device, the lights light up and sounds off the alarm. Now, these are say around about £80–90 on eBay. Sometimes a little bit more.
They're like a hundred something in the US.
You can get a smaller version, which is called the REM DD, which is one of these ones. Does practically the same thing as this, but with this one, it takes a little bit of time because it's actually calibrating itself when it turns on. Like so. And then again, same kind of thing. When a spirit comes near to the device, it sets off. the lights. The more closer it gets, the more it goes all the way up. I'm not even touching it at the moment. So, you know, these are quite good. Same kind of thing as the REM pod. These are a bit cheaper than the REM pod. You can get these. I got this from the pigs.co.uk. That's the-pigs.co.uk in the UK. I paid about £65 for that one. But there is another little option. This particular one I built myself, and I call this the DC box because there's the REM DD and the REM pod, and the problem is that I didn't want to conflict the name with the other two, because I don't know if REM is kind of put under a copyright kind of thing, and I didn't want like them causing any problems and sending me legal threat saying that I've called mine a REM. So I'll call mine a DC box, and what happens is that you turn it on and it'll flash, and it's going off because I'm actually holding it. Now you should hear, so I think you can see that. The buzzer in this one is a bit quiet, but I do these with different buzzers. And it's the same kind of thing as the REM pod and the REM DD. These I actually sell myself, I build them myself. I do them on eBay for £45. The postage is extra. The thing with all three of these, that they use 9-volt batteries, and you know, as long as you make sure you turn them off at the end of the day, 9-volt batteries could probably last 20-30 hours. You know, because more activity you're getting on the devices, more battery drain it's using. If you're not getting much activity on them, then it's not going to drain so much on the battery. Another little device I've got two of these. This is the standard version of the ghost meter. It's like an EMF meter. If a spirit comes near to it, it lights up the red LED. I can't actually make it go off myself. Well, I can sometimes by doing that, and usually, you know, so when you're doing it, try not to shake it around. If a spirit wants to set that off, they'll set it off. I've had some results on these ones, but not all the time. So you can get these on eBay for about £40. I have seen them cheaper in America on the American eBay for about $25–30. We have to pay more because of the shipping and customs import. Very rarely we get these in the UK. So that's the ghost meter. There is another one called the Ghost Meter Pro, which is similar, but it has 4 LEDs on there on the side, while this one doesn't. And you've got like a little switch on the side. I'll do a review on that next time because it's in the bag and I can't be bothered to get it. But the Ghost Meter Pro has 4 modes. Mode 1 takes up to 5 minutes to scan through the EMF field. If it picks up a spirit within 5 minutes, then that states it's picked up a recent ghost, i.e. ghost that died within 50 years. Mode 2 is ancient ghosts, where it can take up to 15 minutes to scan and pick up any kind of energies. Once it picks up, then it's supposed to state that it's picked up a spirit about 100 years or older. Mode 3 is the standard mode, like so, and mode 4 is where you can use it as a question answer thing, and I've had a lot of good results on mode 4, and I'll be showing you that on the next little episode. And one other thing I'm going to show you guys is these. These are little temperature guns. You can pick these up from as little as $10–15. If you buy them from Hong Kong, although you've got the long waiting time, you can get them for about $12. Um,
You can actually buy them in.
okay, Travis just crashed out. Hopefully it won't shut down the stream. But you can actually buy these most places, UK, China, America. I actually got my one from China. So that's another good thing because you can actually point where you're feeling like the draft or a cold spot. Someone's saying that there's a cold temperature over there. Just use that. It's got like a little laser on it as well, little pointer, and you point it to the location where the cold spot is, and that's it. I think Travis is having problems with his setup. I think he's crashed out. Can't really see what's going on. Yeah, looks like he's crashed out. Hopefully he'll be back in a moment. The other thing I might as well do while he's not here is voice recorders. I've got a few different ones. I've got a Sony one here, which I don't really like that much because when you do recording, the playback is very quiet. The only good thing about this has got a USB port you can plug into and transfer the audio files to your PC, and it's also got an SD card on it as well. So if you have problems with your USB port, you can use your SD card to transfer it over.
Okay.
Welcome back.
So, can I say this real fast?
I'm just doing. Yeah, go on.
The thermal guns, you can get them from any appliance store or any, like, maybe Home Depot or whatever around you, because they're used to detect temperatures on pipes, on the stove, on all of that. So that's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, cars, central heatings, and furnaces and that kind of stuff. So yeah, if anyone's going to buy a digital recorder, review them first. Although this has got a USB and SD card in it, it's got built-in 2 gig. It's got a T mark on it. We can mark certain parts of the recording, but playback on them is very, very quiet. The other one is this one, which is an Olympus. This is voice activated, so I can do an EVP. I'll ask spirits to talk, and when I stop, the actual recording will stop until someone or something actually speaks into it. These actually have the built-in USB, like so. It's got SD card on it as well, so you can put in up to a 32 gig memory card in there. Both of these got like external microphones, so you can add microphones and headphones to them. The other one which I've got through the day, which wasn't the one I planned to get, but I ordered the wrong one. I meant to order DP311, which has got a USB card slot and a memory card slot as well, but this one hasn't. So any EVPs I actually do on here, I can only keep them on here unless I play it back on a microphone through my PC. These ain't too bad because like the volume on these are very loud. Volume on these playback ain't too bad. You can hear it. You can hear some of the static come through. But these ones, if I just play this one quickly.
Okay, if there's any spirits around me,
that's one I've done earlier.
If you are at the kitchen.
So these are very loud playback. You can get these with the memory card and the USB port on them, but this one doesn't have that. This was £33. You can buy the white one, which is the DP11. The DP 311 for around about £40, I think it is. And again, you've got like a USB card slot up the top there, and a USB port so you can plug into your PC at the bottom. And as I say, these are about £40. These around about the same, £45. And this one was a bit more expensive because it's like voice activation. This was around about £50. You know, you've got different types of recorders. Just do a check-up on the ones you like, do a quick review check, and just go for it. You know, these are a must for EVPs. You can always use like any application on your mobile phone, your iPhone. Before I got that one today, I was using my Nokia E5 mobile because it's got a really sensitive microphone in. So now that one's come through, I can stop using this one again. So anyway, that's the hardware situation. I'm going to pass it over to Travis, and he's going to explain to you what ghosts and spirits are, what is a manifestation.
Oh, I was going to explain the spirit boxes.
Well, I didn't do the spirit boxes yet, do that.
Alright,
I've
cool.
got spirit boxes, but I'll put them in my rucksack ready for Friday.
So there's the PSB 11, which isn't too great. I heard. I have the PSB 7 here. What spirits boxes do is they're actually kind of like a cell phone to the dead, almost basically. So it scans through radio frequencies to where it makes so much white noise, and it kind of levels out onto their frequency. It's easier to contact them, and we've had great results with it. And like you could ask questions, and they'll respond back with the right answers, the perfect answers. And it's kind of crazy how it works. The first time you use one could be pretty noisy. Here, let me turn on this. A lot of the time you want to use a speaker when you're using these, especially the PSB 11. I mean PSB 7, it's pretty quiet. It has an AM and FM. I believe that the AM is more reliable. It's more, it's quieter, but I think it's more reliable. A lot of people like FM, but I personally like AM because I think it's more of the spirits that are near, and FM, I think they're more of the passing by spirits. It changes. You can change the sweep rate, how fast it goes, how slow it goes. You can sweep forward or backwards. That one doesn't really matter. This one has a black light on it. So that's this spirit box. You can also get any spirit, not any, almost any spirit box application. Let me show you. I got, oh no, copywriting with the Evil Within thing. Okay, but all those spirit boxes right there work great, except for the PSB 7 spirit box. I don't think that one works that good. The app.
Can I just say the PSB 11 has two PSB 7 spirit boxes in. Paid £100 for that, and to be honest with you guys, it is total shite, crap, rubbish. Do not even bother getting one. If you're going to get one, go for the baby one. I probably had more experience, more results on the PSB 7 than this one. £100. The only good thing on it is the temperature and the little LED flashlight on top. So, apart from that, rubbish.
So some of the applications, the more famous one is Echovox, and us as the paranormal community on YouTube, we use AppyDroid a lot. This one's $20. You can just get it on any Play Store or the any place you can get apps. You can change the sweep rate. You can change how fast it goes. You can auto blend or shuffle. You can change how fast each channel goes. It has how many channels now? Six channels. And here, let me just let y'all hear what that sounds like. Just so y'all know, when you use the PSP7, you're gonna get a headache the first time you start using it because of all the static and stuff. That's the Echo Box. I don't really use Pandora's Box or the PSP7 Spirit Box. I love Appy Droid. Everyone loves Appy Droid.
You are connected.
It'll do that, and I don't really mess with the settings a lot on it, but all you gotta do is press that. And it'll start sweeping through IPs, which is something that Hugster made up himself, and it's the first time they used it like that. I've had great responses on this too. This one you could just turn it off, or you could just close it out of your thing. The Steve's box, yeah, Steve's Ghost box is brand new. It works great. It's really simple. All you gotta do is press start. It goes pretty fast though, so you might want to start out with something slower because you can't.
Steve Hutley's one, yeah.
What?
Steve Hutley box.
This one?
Yeah, that's made by Steve Hutley and Mark Colson. The one's what's free on the Google Plus.
Yeah.
Steve Hutley, the well-known Ghostbox hacker, and Mark Colson, who made the actual Ghostbox, which was similar to the Echo Box.
So this is all the buttons you got. Sorry, but it's just a start and stop. So if you're not used to it going really fast and you still get headaches from it, I don't think you should use it yet. But it works good. It has good responses too. Listen to this. This is brand new, not out yet.
And I just downloaded it myself.
I can't wait till everything else is added onto it. This is our app, Other Realms Paranormal app. I love the little thing he got going there. I think it's so cool. It's gonna have other things like EVPs. It's gonna have an EVP area. It's gonna have all different kinds of things. Yeah, you can see right here after you click it. It says Other Realms Paranormal. I'm gonna play that for you guys. There's Bank 1 and 2 at the top. I've actually gotten responses from this already. I used it today. I got it today. It does give me a major headache, so we're still tweaking out some stuff. It has an IP sweep rate. That's brand new. IP.
I think Huckster actually said once it's all completed, he's going to talk to us about it. There'll probably be like a 5-10 minute demo version for you guys to download it, and if you like it, then you get the full version for just $2.50. So
yep.
We're working all on that at the moment. That's just the small test version. Puxley is going to be sending us updates every so often, so we can swap and change what we don't like, ask him about things, move things.
Brand new. Like I said, like he said, it's still in working progress. It's going to be a Ghost Hunter's toolbox, basically. It's going to have tabs that slide out, and you can You can use EVP recording, like you can record EVPs. It'll switch you to your camera so you can take pictures. And when you take pictures, it brings you to a filter setting to where you can set your filter and hopefully some other stuff. So we'll keep you all updated on that. It's not out yet, and all the money that is going to come to this app is going to be used for our donations, which also GoFundMe is in the link, the description, if you want to check that out. But yeah, that's the Other Realms
We'll
paranormal app.
also, we'll also let you know when it's available and where to get it from. Probably be from Google Plus, might be on my website as well, and probably Travis's website.
Yeah.
Still got to think and work that out. But you know, as Travis said, it's going to be like Other Realms Paranormal kind of like toolkit. You ain't just going to get a scanning radio. You know, scanning through IPs, you're going to have like several different applications built into one, and it's going to be a one-off kind of like application that you will need just on your phone, and that bit you won't need anything else, I don't think. But you know, we're still talking on the price. Again, the demo will probably be for 5-10 minutes trial usage, and if you like it, once it's available and the demo's out, you can actually upgrade it for $2.50. So that's really about $1.75 UK money. So that's very good going. You know, if you can consider on how much other people will charge you on just one Ghostbox application, $5-10, and you can fill the application for $2.50. And we hope it's going to be a very good hit.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated on that, and we'll do special videos for it. But right now we are talking about ghosts and how to be a ghost hunter. So I'm going to talk about the two different types of ghosts, is residual and intelligent. Residual, I'll get to residual after I do intelligent. So intelligent is basically exactly what it's saying. It's an intelligent spirit. It's an intelligent spirit. You can hold out a K2 meter, ask it questions, talk to it, say, "Can you make a noise for me?" Or something like that. Anything that gives you a intelligent response. Like, here, let me show you an example that I got the other day. Yesterday, actually. I counted, I said, okay, if I, sorry, I'm getting a call, and it's, like, distracting. Okay. So, I had my K2 meter, and I was talking to something, and I said, if I took a picture, would you show yourself in it? And it lit up the K2 meter, meaning yes. If you remember, the K2 meter is what we were talking about before, EMF detector. And I got this with that streak. You see that white streak there? Right down the middle there? And then I took pictures after it, and the streak's gone. So that would be intelligent. Well, anything that gives you a intelligent response. Residual is trapped energy, as I like to think of it. It keeps going over and over and over. Certain time, when times light up, when dates line up, when moon phases light up, when the temperature, anything that brings back exactly to how it was when they died, or a specific part of the event, or it could just be something that happens every day. Like, it's a spirit that does the same thing over and over every time things are lined up, or um, when something is relating to how they died. Um, there's a story where um, these people, they were living in this house, and they had like this small basement or a crawl space, and there was like a stairway that this lady would go down every time. She'd go down the stairs, and it's barely, I guess it was into like a, what are they called? It was a part of the house that was just lower than the other part. Anyways, they went down, and she died eventually, and they raised the other half of the house. So it was equal, but it was a residual haunting. So the people that were living there would see this woman in this dress walk, go down the stairs that used to be there, and it was half her body, not even half her body, it was her shoulders up, just moving around the stairs. I mean, moving around the floor. And you could just see her walking around, and then she'll just disappear. So, residual is anything that lines up or connects with a specific, you know, anything. What am I trying to say? Specific thing that happened during the death or during their life. Do you want to add on, Steve, or hit another topic?
Um, I'm stumped at the moment.
Yeah.
I done ghosts. Part apparitions is like just like manifestations of a spirit trying to show itself um, as it used to be, and the only way they can do that is by gathering as much energy as possible to do that. Not all the time it'll work. You'll see them probably as orbs flying around the room.
Oh,
Sometimes,
they don't know what orbs are.
well, orbs is like again part of a manifestation. It's where they're gathering up the energy. If they don't have the energy to make themselves visible as a person, then they show themselves as I believe, as an orb. I get many orbs in my place. They
All
class it as a part of a manifestation, and orbs can come in different shapes, sizes, and colours. So
all the
that's
I was just gonna say all they are is basically a circle of energy flying around, and I think it's easier for them to travel like that because it's taking up less energy, and it's taking up less energy and it's faster. Go ahead, Steve.
yeah. So it's still like a ball of energy. A spirit trying to use that energy to show himself as a circular object. Um,
Sometimes dust or water particles um, can trick you and make you think that you're seeing an orb when you're really not. Here, I have an interesting story, so I'm going to share my screen real fast. Um, it's going to go into this weird matrix thing until I get to this part. Um, so there's this cemetery that's that is from a long, long time ago. Like they don't even have tombstones or anything. It's just a fence, and it's when people were segregated. Uh, and there were no African Americans, as I'll say it on here. Um, None of them in the town at the time. So they don't know where she came from. But after this tornado, they found her body and they buried her outside of this fence. And they don't know her name or anything, so we tried to figure it out. So my friend decides to lay on where she was buried, and there's an orb, one orb right above her, right above him, right there, right where she's buried. Let me zoom in on that more.
Oh, won't be knocking my kitchen.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, I've got my DVR on in the kitchen, and I put the audio recorder out there, and I'm hearing lots of knocks and bangs out there tonight.
Last thing I'm gonna talk about. I don't know if you want to add on, Steve, because I want to talk about demons, shadow figures, and poltergeists next episode.
Yeah, I don't really need anything else. I've done
Light,
the hardware.
light anomalies. It's just a light that you can't explain. Like I said in the last video, try to find the rational before you jump to the paranormal. Just a weird light where light wouldn't exist at the time, especially if you like turn off all the lights and there's like this weird streak of light just flying around the room. Yeah, that's a light anomaly.
I can't think what else to add. Could always talk about animals as well next time. Dogs and cats, they've got like a high sensitive kind of thing. Like, you know, they can sense a lot more than we can, and like, you know, cats and dogs can sense if there's any kind of like spiritual activity around you. You know, they usually start acting strange, like looking up in the air and looking around. The tails may wag, and the dogs might bark, and the cat might hiss and huss and all the other things. And sometimes spirits, you know, play for the animals, but when the animals sense something kind of negative, then you'll know by, you know, it like kind of barking and jumping around and jumping up on the walls and going flying across the room and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, animals are quite good for like sensing spirits and ghosts as well. So if you get any kind of weird things happening with your pets, then it could be a possibility that you've got some kind of spiritual activity in your home. But we'll probably go into that a bit later. Probably talk about shadow people, shadow creatures on the next episode. I'll dig out some more equipment for the next episode and run through those, what they do and how much they cost. But that's it. I just want to quickly mention Simon's going to be here this weekend, hopefully, and we'll be doing a couple of like little outside investigations, and we'll also try to do some hangouts. So keep your eyes peeled on Google Plus, and maybe you might catch us on a hangout or so. So I'm going to pass it back to Travis again.
Rusty said, "Oh, Janet, we're about to close up." Rusty asked us if we're going to cover evidence reviews, which we will, and we'll do that pretty soon, probably after all of the, you know, talking about spirits and covering spirits and make sure everybody knows all about them and how to identify one.
Yeah, I think we're going to be doing at least another 3 or 4 little episodes anyway, so we'll cover that a bit later towards the end.
Yeah, so we'll cover that, like you said. I'll share my screen. I'll show you all my all the software, all the free software you can get, and you know, it's good. Well, I'll show you and walk you through all of that. I'll try to get a real EVP, and if I don't, or if one of these guys have a real EVP, they can send it to me and we'll look over it on WavePad together and try to identify, you know, how we can do that.
We've always said about ghost attacks. We can cover ghost attacks.
We'll do that in the next episode when we're talking about demons, shadow people, and what else did I say? Demon, poltergeist.
Oh,
So we'll talk about attacks too. Rusty says, how about tips for anybody starting out with Ghost Box or EVP? When you're using the Spirit Box, you just have to be prepared for a headache. Even if you're not that person um, that normally gets headaches easy or gets bothered by things easily,
And
just
also,
prepare yourself because you're going to have to just listen and wait until you get used to it. What were you going to say?
when you get used to it, it's always best to have a audio recorder to record the ghost box session, because when you're asking questions, you may not hear a reply there and then, but on playback, you'll probably hear your reply when you didn't hear it the first time. So it's always best to record your ghost box sessions with a digital recorder or even with a camcorder.
Um, about EVPs too, electro voice phenomenons. We talked about that last time. When you're using your recorder, um, make sure you mark down everything you hear. You hear a squeak, say that was my chair squeaking. You hear a dog bark in the back, say that was my dog. You hear, sometimes this happens a lot when I take people to investigate with me, people who normally don't investigate. Um, they're whispering to each other like, "Oh, did you hear that?" or something like that. And I have to say on the recorder, that was them talking. And then they whisper, "Oh, sorry." And I was like, "Yep, that was them talking again." And and you just have to mark down everything they're saying. So he said, what's a good way to make sure nothing follows you home? And everybody's suggesting sage, but I don't use sage just for an investigation, especially if it's like a quick one. Um, Depending on your belief, you can say a prayer before and after. There are specific prayers you can say for like cemeteries and stuff like that. Prayers that people already made, and it'll make sure that they stay there and haven't had anything follow me home from like a cemetery or anything. I don't think so. There was this one girl, Emma, but I don't know where she went. Um, Anyways, oh, by the way, while you're using the spirit box, kind of like a Ouija board, um, it will attract spirits if you're using it. No matter what you think or if there's little activity, you're going to attract something because you're calling something. So just be careful what you're calling out and what you're talking to. Try to get familiar with it. If you start hearing bad things come through, just turn it off. Um, yeah, praying is easy enough. That I use it, it works. So be very careful when you're using these. Like I don't mind if spirits attach to me, or they come here or whatever. Um, like this room is dedicated to the paranormal, so I expect something to be in here. I just don't mind it. It's more videos and more activity. I like that. But just be careful with them. And about the how do you make sure nothing follows you home? You could pray and tell them not to follow you home, um, because yes, he said is that the same with apps such as Echovox. They work the exact same. So yes, you just got to be careful with them. Something will come eventually when you keep using it. Not saying it'll be extremely active or anything, but you don't know what you're bringing in. So be careful with it.
Well, whatever you're using, application, ghost box, EVP, you'll open the doorway and you need to close that doorway after you finish. Just say, right guys, I've finished. You must now depart, love and light to you all, and do a quick prayer and close it down. So if you don't close it down, you don't know what you're bringing home with you. It could be like something positive, but you could also bring something negative back. And that's one thing you don't want, is some kind of negative spirit following you home and giving you a lot of problems. and that's another bang in my kitchen.
Yeah, I keep hearing those too.
And that's
Last
not
night,
obviously. So yeah, I'm getting some activity here. Lindsay done a quick snapshot of my kitchen earlier and saw some weird looking faces. One of them looked like a skull, and it looked like a demonic skull because it had like one horn. It had two kind of like big fang teeth, and it looked like there was another face either cutting across the skull because you could only see part of the skull, like three quarters of it. And it looked like this other kind of like spirit was either gnawing on the skull or just trying to get past the skull. It was kind of weird. So, you know, I've got a lot of activity in my flat, but I'm used to it. I'm happy with it. If I feel any kind of negative spirits in there and I want them out, I do prayers, I do saging, and I've also got blessed water and blessed salt with me at all times for protection. And I would also advise you, if you're starting off, get a crossing chain, put it around your neck. That's also a kind of protection against negative spirits. So, you know, just follow our advice and hopefully you won't get no negative spirits following you home and cause you any problems.
this is just for everybody who has the app APK. Please don't, share it around everywhere because then we won't have any people buying, and that's gonna suck. So, don't spread it to the whole paranormal community. I just sent it to you, Lynn.
I've got it. I'm not sending it to anyone. If they want it, you got to wait until it comes out as like a troll version, guys. Not being mean, but you know, a lot of work needs to go on to it, and Pugs is doing a great job for us. You know, he's helping us out. You know, he's going to be doing a demonstration version. We can use it for 10 minutes, and if you like it after that 10 minutes, it's only going to cost you $2.50. What's $2.50 at your pocket? Not a lot. And as I say, it's going to have several applications built into one, and I think that's all you're going to need on your mobile for doing some kind of ghost hunting.
Well, we haven't decided all the way. It might be $5 because as much as it's going to do, $5 really isn't all that much to charge for this app.
Yeah, I said between $2.50, $5. Even $5 is damn well cheap because, like, you know, some of the ghost boxes which I've ordered off Google Play has been $5, $10, $15. You know, and you're going to get a lot more on this than you're going to get with one single ghost box app. You know, you're getting probably about 4 or 5 different applications built into one. So it's worth waiting and like checking out the demo when it comes out.
Yeah, when we were designing this app, I was thinking of all the apps I use because I don't know if this phone's working right now. Okay, I have like 5 different apps that I all use for ghost hunting, and I hate switching back and forth in between them. So, so I thought this is going to be amazing. It is. It's a really great app, and I can't wait till it's finished. It's going to take about a week for him to add everything else in it. I asked him if he could figure out a way to turn down the static a little bit so you don't get as much of a headache or anything. So that's our Other Realms Paranormal app. If you want to check it out, you're gonna have to wait. And go ahead and subscribe to this page if you haven't already. We're going to be doing a lot more of these. Go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Steve's eBay, which is only PayPal if you have it. Steve eBay is in the description below, so you can check out all the nice gear. Other Realms GoFundMe. If you want to donate, you can go ahead and click that and give us some money so we can keep continuing doing what we're doing and get more equipment and batteries. our Facebook page, which we post kind of frequently, not really. We try to post if anything big happens or something's coming up, we'll post about it. It's run by me, Amber, and Lynn. Um, and that's about it. Go ahead and like our Facebook page and watch. Stay around, pay attention, and watch for the next one coming up. Do you have anything else to say, Lynn or Steve?
I'm going to be doing a live stream in about half hour, guys. If you want to come over, I did set it for 2:30, but because we're doing this now and it's finished in about 10 minutes, I'll be doing a live stream around about midnight my time. So it'll be about 35 to 45 minutes. I'll be doing a live stream in my place. I won't be doing a hangout. It's just going to be like my old live streams. I'll be doing the kitchen and the bedroom tonight. Just see how it goes. So if you want to come over, come over. If you don't, then that's up to you.
I want to thank everybody for watching and stopping by, taking some time out of their day to come talk to us. It really means a lot. It means a lot that y'all support us. And if you like to support us even more, go ahead and donate if you want. If you think you have something else worth value, such as like connections to, if you got the hookup to like other things that could help support us. Like I know someone who can make banners for us and just stuff like that. Anything simple. If you're like a medium or if you got special abilities or like you have a special talent or even if you're a demonologist, that'd be great if you can come talk to us and help us out when we need you. If you know anybody who needs help from us, we haven't really helped anybody in a long time and it's making me feel bad. So if you know anybody with any paranormal problems or paranormal issues ever come up, or if you have a paranormal issue or problem, message us on Facebook and we'll talk to you. And thank you guys for watching. See y'all later.
Catch you later, guys. See you next time.
Say bye, Lynn.
You're a bully.
Okay, bye.